Hello and welcome. My name is Manuel Quintana and I'm going to be your instructor throughout this Introduction to T-SQL series. It's going to be quite a few modules, and this video is all about just bringing you the information, the things you're going to gain from it, really just to get your mind right before you start on what I'm thinking is going to be a pretty exciting adventure. So this Introduction to T-SQL is really meant for anyone who's just kind of getting started in the business intelligence world. Maybe you've been working and you're just working from a different perspective from development, and you just want to gather and get that foundation in T-SQL just because you know all the doors it can open up for you, right? The path that it takes you down. This is just the beginning. This is really something that you start and you learn, and it takes you down various different choices in the business intelligence world. And the idea behind this Introduction to T-SQL course, it's really meant for those newcomers. It's really driven around the idea that no one's really worked. You get a better understanding of what databases all are about. We get to, learn how to write and kind of create our SQL statements, learn what syntax is. So it does take a very introductory approach, as the title would suggest. Now, those of you who've worked in business intelligence and maybe you just aren't good with T-SQL, it's going to be a nice, quick pace that you can work into this. But it does have some level setting elements, and it's meant to really just bring in some newcomers. But if you're looking to brush up and hone back those skills that maybe you had before from a long while ago, this will also be a great class for you. So this topic, Introduction to T-SQL, is really massive. And that's why we put so much investment. We try to update this because, yes, it's meant for newcomers, but what it leads you to. Once you learn this foundation of SQL, T-SQL in particular we'll be focusing on, it just opens up so many pathways, so many doors, and it really lets you go and guide into other directions. If you want to eventually move on to SSIS or SSRS or even analysis services, having a strong foundation in T-SQL is going to help you all the way along the way. Understanding databases, all the information we take in here, it just leads you down so many different potential paths that it's amazing. So this is definitely kind of the gateway. From here, you're gonna have tons and tons of choices. Really fantastic, important class here. Because T-SQL is just so popular and so known, there's a lot of blogs out there, so there's a lot of videos, there's a lot of training content, to be honest, out on the web in tons of different places. And you can do a lot of Google searching. What we've done is, we've taught this class so many times. We've done so many introduction classes. We have this great foundation class we teach around T-SQL that we feel that we've put together the appropriate order, the process of learning T-SQL in a fashion that'll make a lot of sense, and that's how we're going to be delivering it. Right in just a nice consumable format that you can visit back, go and visit specific talking points whenever this maybe comes into your real world job or something like that. But we fashion it in such a way that we feel like it's gonna be the best learning experience. We try to keep it exciting, we try to keep it entertaining, but at the same time, you gotta be strong at it. So we're bringing it all together in this class in its entirety. So instead of looking around in all these different places, you can come here, sit down, enjoy the content that we have prepared for you, and we'll make sure at the end of it, you're feeling great. So at the very end, when it's all said and done and the curtain comes down and we finish throughout the course, you're gonna feel strong. You're gonna feel good about T-SQL. You're gonna maybe be able to feel confident about taking your first interview in that business intelligence realm to say, hey, I have some basic introductory T-SQL skills, and now you have set the foundation, you've set the groundwork to take other classes. This ODT platform, this on-demand training we have, so many classes exist. And we always usually say, start with T-SQL. So you're here, you will have finished it, and you will be ready. That's gonna be the key thing. The rest of the world is yours to conquer. I know you're gonna enjoy. I hope you're getting excited just from what we're talking about here. I can't wait to see you in the next video.